Hey there guys, today we're going to be playing the Aladdin table since they've added Princess Jasmine to the table with a $30 load. So it just started off with a little load since it's a new feature they've added to this Aladdin table. Like I said, the Aladdin table, I like it. It does pay out good. It's not as good to me as the Kung Fu Panda table or Kung Fu Meow, but like I said, we're going to try it now and see if it's got any better. But that is also just my opinion. So like I said, if you have better luck with this table, just please leave your comments below and let me know. And like I said, I used to never bet. If I deposited on a $30 load, then I would bet 10 cent, 15 cent at the most. I never would jump out at 20 to begin with. But like I said, that's my new technique that I've kind of found that's worked. And it definitely does better for me. And like I said, it runs it down to the wire sometimes. But I've tried to change my technique and basically just not play or paying attention to the money when I'm playing. Instead, just bet what I want to bet and what I think is gonna work, and just go with it and not try to change it up. Sometimes I still do that because I have the habit of just going lower, wanting to keep on have some money to play. But in all actuality, like right now, I'm at what, $3, and I'm still shooting 20 cents. Used to, I would never done that. Like I said, I'd be down to 5 cents just shooting. So like I said, it's just been a habit, breaking the habit myself. And like I said, in this case, it pays off and it gives me the little 10 bucks, 12 bucks. That's gonna keep me going throughout this thing till eventually, like I said, you're gonna see the bonuses play out in the end. But like I said, I want to take this time also to let you know that this video is sponsored by Panda's Playhouse. So subscribe, like, and the link to all their information will be in the description and the bio. They are also having a big giveaway. Are doing a $5,000 giveaway. I think there's only a day left in that. So by the time some of y'all see this video, that one might be over. But they're always doing giveaways. Like I said, they're doing a $5,000 giveaway, and that's gonna be split between 20 people. And like I said, they're already talking about doing another giveaway. So like I said, stay tuned and I'll let you know. Also, I'll drop their link to their website and to their Facebook below, so you can go check them out. Like I said, great group, never no issues with cashing out. And it's just always a great place to go somewhere where they're giving back to the community. And that's a big thing to me, because if us as players and stuff, we spend our money, then I think it's very good for the agents to give back to the community every once in a while. Like I said, there's the flyer that just popped up and tells you basically everything, there's how much time's left and everything about it. You can learn all about that on the website. Like I said, it's going to be in the links below. And we're just going to get back into this gameplay. Like I said, I'm still at 20 cent. Basically, it's running me back down. I haven't yet got the feature it looks like everybody else on the table has. And I'm really eagerly excited to see what's going to happen when we do get it. So like I said, this is my first time. And like I said, once again, if you look at my money, it ran me down almost now. I dropped my bet to 15 cents. And let's look at this and see how it does and see what it gives us. Okay, so it didn't give me what I was hoping to give me, but it gave me enough to keep playing and see what else we can get, and maybe we'll get it again and it'll do better next time. Also curious to see what the ghost does. Like I said, I know I'd also like to get the ghost, like I said, but we're gonna go back to 20 cent and see what we can do. We got a little bit of money to play with, and I most time probably would try to go up some. But right now, I'm just trying to play this for a little while to see the features, and I did just get her again. So let's see and hope it does better for us this time than it did last time. But by looking at how this is set up, is if you're betting the right amount and it's the right time, that this bonus could really pay you out a lot of money with all the time multipliers and the amounts it adds each time. I think this is going to be a big hitting table if you can catch it on the right bet. Like I said, this time it did a little better. Gave us, what, $106, and I'm happy with that. Like I said, so now I can get back into it, and we can try to run it up a little bit more from this $30 bet. Like I said, and also go support Panda Room, is their Facebook. And whenever you do go play with them, let them know that Real Slots Talk sent you, and let them know that you watched our video, and I hope you get as much enjoyment out of them as I do, because they're just all around good people, and I'll definitely show them support, and I hope you do too. And I don't want y'all to forget that they do have the $5,000 giveaway going on. And like I said, the deadline is, I think, tomorrow or the next day. But don't worry, they're always running them, so you can get in for the next one. I just wanted to show you how the setup is, and you can go visit their website, and then it'll tell you everything you need to know about all the drawings and everything. So here we go. We got the Aladdin this time on 40 cents. And I think that that was the key I was talking about earlier, is betting higher. Like I said, I did get a little bit of money earlier when I won the 106, so I upped my bet. And like I said, it paid off, and it's going to pay us pretty good right here. And what is that going to equal us up to? So that's going to give us $170. But more than anything, this gives me a better look at this table and makes it more enjoyable for me, because like I said, it hasn't hit this much for me since I played it before they put a new feature there when it's just Aladdin. And I did just get the Ghost as well, so we're gonna do, what's that, another, that's a nice little $56. That's gonna put me at 330. And like I said, I only had a $30 deposit, so I feel like that's a good cash out point. And like I said, I don't gotta worry about my cash out since I'm playing with Panda's Playhouse, and they're definitely gonna pay you. So like I said, go check them out and subscribe and like the video. Thank you.